In the heart of the American Midwest, where golden fields stretch beneath vast blue skies and the hum of cicadas marks the rhythm of summer, there lived a farmer named Samuel. For generations, his family had tended this land, coaxing life from the soil, honoring the cycle of planting and harvest, and nurturing the earth as a trusted friend. Samuel was a man of simple habits and steadfast values, the kind who woke before dawn and measured time not by a clock, but by the sun's arc and the steady routines of farm life. Yet, there was one possession he cherished, a sturdy, weathered pocket watch handed down from his father, its brass casing etched with years of use and memory. The watch was more than a tool for Samuel. It was a symbol. It marked the hours of hard work, the moments of rest beneath the shade of an old oak tree, the laughter shared with family after a long day. It reminded him of his father's hands, rough and reassuring, showing him how to read the time and the quiet wisdom passed from one generation to the next. In the pulse of that watch, Samuel felt the heartbeat of his heritage. One crisp autumn morning, Samuel rose as usual, the air tinged with the scent of fallen leaves and distant rain. There were chores to be done, fences to mend, animals to feed, corn to check. He slipped the watch into his pocket, its familiar weight a comfort. The day unfolded with the gentle constancy of rural life, a tractor rumbling across the fields, the call of crows overhead, the warmth of sun on his back. Hours passed in steady succession, each one marked by purposeful labor and quiet reflection. But as twilight approached, Samuel reached into his pocket and found it empty. The watch was gone. Panic flickered through his chest. He retraced his steps, searching the barn, the tractor, the soft earth near the fence line. Everywhere he looked, he found only the fading light and the sharp realization that something precious had slipped away. The loss stung deeper than he expected. It wasn't simply a watch. It was a piece of his past, a link to his father, a quiet companion through the changing seasons. Samuel sat on the porch, the horizon painted in dusky colors, and considered the day. He remembered the wisdom his father once shared, words spoken during another season of loss. Sometimes the things we value most can't be found by searching. Sometimes we have to let go and trust that what's meant for us will return in its own time. The memory settled over him with unexpected clarity. He felt the ache of loss, but also a gentle urging to accept what was beyond his control. The next morning, Samuel rose again before dawn. Though the watch was gone, the rhythm of the farm remained. He tended to his chores, moved through the fields, greeted his neighbors. As he worked, he found himself paying closer attention to the world around him. The rustle of wind through corn stalks, the play of sunlight on dew, the presence of small, unnoticed wonders. And in those moments, he realized that time was measured not just by the ticking of a watch, but by the fullness of each day, the connections with people and land, the memories that endured. Days passed, and Samuel's search for the watch became less urgent. He spoke with neighbors, shared stories, accepted their sympathy. The loss, once sharp, softened into something more reflective, a lesson in the nature of attachment, the importance of letting go, the resilience of memory. He understood now that the watch, while precious, was only a part of the tapestry of his life. The true measure of time was found in the love and legacy he carried forward, in the kindness he showed, in the wisdom he shared. Then, one afternoon, as the sun dipped low and the air buzzed with the promise of rain, Samuel knelt by the old oak tree where he often rested. His hand brushed the earth, and there, half buried among roots and fallen leaves, was the lost watch. Its brass casing glinted in the fading light, worn but intact. Samuel cradled it in his hands, gratitude flooding his heart. He realized in that instant that the watch had returned not because he searched endlessly, but because he had learned to trust, to let go, and to appreciate the gifts of each day. With the watch restored to his pocket, Samuel felt a renewed sense of peace. He understood that life on the farm, and life itself, was full of moments of loss and recovery, of holding on and letting go. The true treasures were not always those we could touch or count, but those we carried within us, the stories, the values, the connections that endure beyond the passing of time. As the evening settled over the farm, Samuel gazed out across the fields, the watch ticking quietly in his pocket, a gentle reminder of all he had learned. He knew now that time was not simply measured by minutes and hours, but by the richness of living, by the love we share, and by the faith that what's truly meaningful will find its way back to us, often when we least expect it. The story of the farmer's lost watch is a tale of everyday life, gently unfolding in the quiet spaces between sunrise and sunset. It invites us to reflect on what we value, to let go of what we cannot control, and to trust in the enduring strength of memory and love. For Samuel, and for all who listen, it's a reminder that sometimes what we seek most urgently can return when we open our hearts and pay attention to the small miracles that surround us. In the steady ticking of a watch and in the quiet beauty of an ordinary day, we find the true meaning of time. So, as the farm settles into evening and the world slows to a gentle hush, Samuel's story lingers, a testament to resilience, to hope, and to the enduring bonds that shape our lives. And in the fields and homes across America, there are countless stories like his, waiting to be discovered in the rhythm of everyday moments, in the treasures lost and found, and in the lessons we carry forward from one generation to the next.